like luck, basically.
Yeah.
Like basically you have to be in the right room at the right time, and that's luck, right? But how do you put yourself in the right room to be there at the right time?
Yeah.
So it's basically like even a step further from like telling yourself that you're a lucky girl.
Yeah,
like you're literally inserting yourself into where the effort needs to be made. Like
in situations that you need to be in.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
you
why
do the work.
You do, because God damn, bro.
Oh, damn! She's literally.
I'm your favorite father today. Are we rolling?
Yes, we are.
Yay! Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the motherfucking #1 comedy podcast about mental health. And this is the first episode of the year. So we haven't done this in a while.
Yeah.
We took a little mini breaky.
Yes, we did. We are your host. I'm Jules.
And I'm Con.
And we have another very buff mother here.
Dude,
she's literally a mother.
We have one of our favorite mothers, actually.
No, literally.
I know. We have Jenny back in the house.
And you can see her.
I know. Oh my god, and we're gonna put Jenny's YouTube channel right here so that you guys can go follow and subscribe and watch her cute little fucking vlogs.
Yes.
No, thank you guys so much for having me here, and I'm so happy that you guys are doing this video. You guys are on video.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's super exciting.
Super honored to
People
be
get
here.
to see and feel the good energy that we're bringing to you. You know what I mean? Because I feel like when I watch something, you can kind of read the body language better, like rather than just like hearing it. So I love that we're on YouTube. Comment, like, and subscribe.
Juice is literally living her fucking dream right now.
I'm literally like, I don't know how to act, but I'm just so happy to be here. How are we feeling, guys? Mentally ill or chill?
I feel pretty chill.
I'm chill.
Pretty chill.
You guys look stoned.
Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. I just texted Jules like, okay, we're gonna just be smoking or something, we'll wait for you.
We waited.
This is so funny. Oh my god, everyone, so like exciting news. Jules has a new job. She's on a new journey.
Yes.
She's a bacon bitch.
Thank you, period.
So, we're on to a new era. I don't got no hair no more. I already want to cut it shorter. Yeah, I already saved this one Instagram post that it's like kind of like this, and then just like shorter bangs, and I just want it gone.
Do it.
I know.
Do it. When I think of Con, at least from like high school, I think of when she had hair of the year.
I know.
Like literally, you were like living your best life.
That was like a good era, but I feel like that. Oh my god! So I've done this 3 times. The first time I did it, I had braces. She was not feeling hot at all, girl. That was probably my ugliest, like...
Inserts picture right here of Con with braces.
Dude, if you...
Who knew Con had braces?
If you remember the era of like I think I was like 14 or 15. Dude, I had braces for a year and a half. Chopped all my hair off. She was not a cute girl because I have an underbite. So the braces just made my lower lip pop out more. So it just looked like the whole time. And I felt so ugly. And then I redeemed myself. End of senior year. End of senior year. That's when I cut my hair off again. And I was like, okay, she's kind of cute. You know, I was like feeling more confident or whatever. Now I did this, and my mom told me that my mom's been wanting me to cut my hair, but she was like, you did it in the way where it fits your personality. And that's the one compliment that everyone keeps giving me. Yeah. And I literally just like,
She like kisses her.
Dude. I was like,
it does fit you.
Like so
this is your love.
much. Like all that dead hair was all that dead energy.
Dude. I've been planning this mullet for a while. And I'm so glad. I think some people think that it's like manic. And I was like,
manic.
Yeah, I think some people was like so why did
So
you?
like, are you sad?
Yeah.
Whenever I'm sad, I'm
I was like, girl, no, I'm not
maybe
saying
it's
this
the dead
shit.
hair that's keeping all this bad energy.
I mean, that is true though, right? Our
Listen.
hairs.
It literally, it fit, like, when I saw it, I was like, oh my motherfucking God. Like, it literally, this is who you're supposed to be. Like, I don't even remember the long hair.
I'm supposed to be your sexy lesbian aunt, baby.
Thank you. Thank you, Titi Khan. Titi Khan.
Yeah, I can't remember you with braces or your other hairs.
Oh, dude, I do.
I never knew that, but her teeth are literally beautiful. So I get it now, but I never knew she had braces.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, I had an underbite too, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then I got braces.
Wow,
and
that's crazy. Yours is
It's gone.
perfect.
Because it's gone.
Yeah.
And I
She's like, gone
remember-
forever.
Gone. We don't
Well,
remember.
I broke my retainers and I never went to get them fixed, so that my teeth, like, not that they're not straight, but the underbite became kind of like, it worsened, and it's kind of like almost right back to where it was, except my teeth are just straight now, so now I'm just like,
She's
No,
like,
you're
who
so
cares?
beautiful.
No, literally.
You are.
Like,
thank you.
she's stunning.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like the hair's
oh,
No, I can feel it. You guys are stepping into your powers.
yeah. So are you though?
Yeah.
Because we have like exciting.
Yes.
I was so excited to fucking have Jenny back on because she has a fucking. She's also on a new adventure.
Yes.
We're all on a new journey.
Oh wait. Multiple journeys.
Yeah, and dude, I think this is how you feel about my haircut is how I feel about your bookstore.
Oh.
Like, literally, so Jenny has a fucking book and crystal shop, dude. Literally,
We
it's
love
the
that.
best. I fucking went to
Thank
the,
you.
dude. So I always watch her little videos of her like setting up the tent and whatever,
pop
right?
up.
Yes.
Pop up
And then I
events.
went to one, and it's the cutest setup ever.
Right.
literally need to go.
Ever.
When is your next birthday?
I actually got.
I'll let you know.
Where's the thing? I'm like looking
The
for your.
matchboxes, I see them right there.
Yeah, I got this matchbox, but I'm looking for
Are they
this
so
fucking
dope?
heart-shaped candle.
Oh
Okay,
yes.
bitch, I can't find it.
Okay, bitch.
Dude,
I literally said
it's just
bitch all day.
like cool. I know.
I started calling my mom bitch, and my mom was like, alright. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, but yeah, there's just like cool little stuff everywhere.
Yes.
I love
Let
it
me
so
see.
much.
Yeah. So
I bought incense too.
Bitch, what?
I bought this wholesale. Okay, so it's not me, but it's someone who created it, designed
Yeah.
it.
You're just holding
I
space
bought
to
it.
sell.
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is absolutely beautiful. Too
Yes.
bad you guys aren't here in real life.
To
But-
see it.
Like literally, so
I purely
I'm
bought
just
them for when
like,
my
look.
lighter runs out.
Yes.
That is
And I'm
so
trying to like
beautiful.
light a joint, and I'm just like,
Yes. It's the
literally,
best.
that's literally why I bought them.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that makes me more mad than when I can't find a working lighter
Yeah.
or find a lighter at
That's
all.
why you have to have a lighter leash.
When
I
I'm-
got one. Yeah.
Lighter
Step
leash.
it up. It would either get you even small.
Oh.
Like literally.
This is how you know it's a problem. Instead of going to buy my own lighters, I'm too lazy. So I just went to work yesterday and I snatched somebody else's, and I was like, "There's my next victim." And it had a fucking bottle opener. And I was like, "Wow, I fucking scored."
No, I know it was when I would go to the oven.
Oh my god, I know I didn't want to do that, so that's why I was like, I need to go steal somebody else's lighter.
I'm literally such a fiend. Like,
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Bitch, tell me how I'm like on vacation with my parents and they're staying in one room and me and my brother and my sister are staying in another room, and I'm trying to light a joint, but it was too obvious to ask my dad for his lighter because he smokes cigarettes. So I literally was like door opening, leg holding it, lighting the joint with the fucking stove,
no
going
way.
outside to fucking smoke it, and like puffing it outside. I was on a journey, like on a whole fucking journey.
I would have walked in so paranoid, like,
Girl,
like I would have been like,
dude.
They have no idea. Like, they don't know.
We fucking, well, my parents know. Well, my dad knows because he comes
Yeah.
into this house all the time unannounced when my weed is laying outside.
Okay.
He doesn't talk to me about it. I don't think it's one of those things that he likes to acknowledge or accept, which is okay. If it's too hard for him, it's fine. As long as he doesn't like bother me about it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
Yeah, exactly. But on this fucking trip we crossed the fucking border of Seattle and Canada, and both are legal to smoke and whatever. But
whatever.
it's just not It's just not legal to bring it from one place to the other. So we got stopped because we had I had what was on me and stuff, and we just didn't want to lie. I guess me and my sister.
Wait, why'd you get stopped?
Because we were at the border, and at the border they were asking you all these questions and whatever, and I just had a good amount of shit on me, and I just didn't want to lie. My sister didn't want to lie either, so we didn't lie. And I went in, got my whole shit checked and everything, and we just told my mom and dad it was another thing in Vietnamese.
Yeah.
And I literally was risking my life on that trip. I was that's why I am an evolved fucking human, dude. Because last year I started the year going to Georgia with them. That was the first 7-day break that I did, and I was like, wow, strong. And then the end of the year, fucking a week ago, I did a 2-week cleanse because I was too broke to buy weed. But I was like, oh my god, I'm stronger than I thought.
Yeah.
I really am stronger than I thought.
No, literally, it's mind over
That's
fucking.
so funny.
Your mind sometimes makes you think whenever I'm in the gym and I'm like, I cannot lift this. There's no way, and I lift it, or I do 10 reps. I'm like, Jules, you're literally talking yourself out of it.
Yeah, you surprise yourself.
Oh yeah, every single time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, were you scared of the border patrol or your parents finding out?
Which one?
Dude, absolutely my fucking parents, bitch.
Take me there.
No, literally,
fuck?
they're the ones handcuffing her.
I know. Low key, sometimes I'm like, has my dad ever smoked?
Did I tell you my dad smokes?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, has he always?
I mean, I don't know. He doesn't. No,
She's actually, I don't know.
No, I have a funny story of when we got caught. My friend's mom found her stuff. We're close friends. We're best friends.
Yeah.
Smoked it.
She's my best friend.
You were younger.
No. So me and my best friend, we have our goodies, our little bowl, and our paraphernalia. And her mom found it and her dad found it, and her mom drove it all the way to my house. Took the stuff, drove it all the way to my house, went into my house and told my mom, the girls are smoking marijuana.
Oh my
and
god.
my parents, Vietnamese parents, are But
oh my god.
I think my mom was just feeding off of her energy. Her mom was crying over it because she was
So then your mom starts crying?
yeah, because she was just oh yeah, I don't know,
and you're just going down bad.
Yeah, she's
oh
you're
my
right.
They're literally junkies. I feel that's how some parents view it. They're it's because do you remember in Dare when they would?
Oh my god, Dare!
It starts with weed. It starts with
Dare, bitch.
No,
it starts with Dare introducing you on having it
about it.
No, so then my dad was no. So then her mom was oh, I was so scared driving over here with that bag and whatever. I don't even want to touch it. And my dad was okay, I'll take it. I'll throw it out. And he didn't.
Oh!
I found it.
You said I got papers in the car.
Oh
I found my it was a Hello Kitty red bag. I found it in the garage, randomly, a couple weeks after. I'm this is my shit.
You're this.
How old are you?
I was probably 16.
Oh my god! Your dad has been a stoner all your life?
He's taking her stuff.
My stuff. He's smoking my stuff.
That's literally
damn.
So yeah,
that's so fun.
But I don't tell him I smoke either. Right now, I'm not open about it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not gonna talk about it. But I know he smokes.
Yeah.
So, but that's good because he has back problems. So he likes to smoke.
It really does help pain.
Yeah.
Joints, all that stuff. I'm it heals.
Or even just your mood too.
Hell yeah, dude. I fucking. Oh my god. I didn't smoke for 2 weeks or whatever, and then I fucking smoked again, and I think I was more excited about my tolerance being reset.
Yeah.
And
yes.
Dude, I was so excited. I was
That's
I'm gonna save so much weed for 1 week.
Yeah.
Literally, and I was off fucking. This is really weird, but so when I smoke in the morning, I get the most high when I'm in my car driving.
Yes.
With the music on, and so I was literally stoned.
Yeah.
And it was like 9 a.m. I'm going to the gym.
Don't listen. Hear me out. I love to smoke before I go to the gym because I take pre-workout every time I'm at the gym. Crackhead energy. And being high and on pre-workout is like, it gives me like this endorphins and this confidence. Like it makes me want to like wear a cute outfit to the gym and like motivate myself, and I'm there for like 2 hours and look at me. If you don't know,
dude,
now you know.
I love smoking. Smoking and then immediately like consuming like caffeine for like the rush or whatever. Like I love smoking and taking an Adderall. It's so weird. I know, but it's like the best. I'm like, I'm at my best right now. I'm in my best state.
Okay, Jenny. So I have not freaking seen you, but I love seeing your post, and we literally text all the time on Instagram whenever we're like doing anything great. We text each other. Tell me what motivated you to start this fucking book, because that's when I saw you. Obviously, it was like a while back ago.
Yeah.
But what motivated you? What were you like? I need to bring this to the people. Because the people need it.
I don't know. They do, right? I don't know. I think I saw. I went to the bookstore called Writer's Block. It's in Winter Garden. And it's just like a little cute bookshop, and I've always loved little cute bookshops. I always love finding cute bookshops.
One day you're gonna have
she's gonna be like
Yes, I was like, I could totally do this. Like, I would love. I could see myself doing this. And so, my sister-in-law, she quit her job, left her job, and we were both talking. And she's really into crystals, so we're just like, why don't we like start a little business together? And that was during a time I was like toying with the idea like, oh, I could totally have my own bookshop, but how could I do that? Like I would need so much money to rent out a place and have books and whatever. But then we had this idea and we're like, let's just do it and run with it. And then that's how we became Serendipity Books and Crystals.
Yes. And I love the name Serendipity.
Beautiful. It's literally giving witch vibes. I'm sorry, like I think of like
really.
I'm sorry, Serendipity 777. Like
that's no, but I love it. Like the minute that
I
feel like it fits you, and not only that, you have so much ambition. Like if you know Jenny, like her energy, you literally feed off of it. Like so I feel like for your kids to have you as a mom and to grow up and to see you don't need college.
We all feel it.
You are just such a light, and to be for you to be able to now have the privilege of being at home, and now you literally have a business and you have more time with your kids. It's like, girl, I just wanna like hug you. Like I'm serious though, because that is not something that everybody can do.
No.
So I honor you, and I'm so happy that you're here.
Thank you. No, I'm so honored to be here. You're so sweet. Seriously. No, I was just telling Con about how I recognize like we're in such a good position where like my husband Alex is able to support me and our girls completely. Like I don't have to worry about it, which I'm so grateful for. Yeah. So I always think about what can I do with my time, like, cause you know I'm a stay-at-home mom and you know I have time with my girls and stuff, but I have more time. What can I do? And so I always love the idea of like having a bookstore, and there's not enough bookstores. Like,
no,
there's
I believe like there needs to be more push in like books and words and arts and stuff like. Because it's dying in schools. Like, it's literally, like, not being funded. They're being taken away. Like, like everything is... It's not changing.
Yeah, and it just feels like if you look at a little, like, downtown area, you see a lot of the stores, and it's just like, you know, it's cute.
It could be filled with useful.
Like, rather than bars, I feel like maybe a little bit more...
Or, like, clothing boutiques. Like, we love.
Yeah, we appreciate
we love.
But...
we accept.
But...
Yeah, I feel like you are spreading so much knowledge to the people, and it's just, I admire you.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, like, I can literally
you
sit
guys
here
keep me
and
going.
for real.
No,
For real, though.
Like, this love keeps me going. Because I have self-doubt always.
From middle school. I do this all the time.
But yeah, I have self-doubt all the time. So hearing you guys say all these, it pushes me to keep going. And ultimately, like, when I think of having my own bookshop, I always think of having, like, a space where anybody can come and hang out and just be, you
I'll
know?
be the coffee
Oh my
barista.
God,
Like,
yeah.
what are you talking about?
Oh my
Like,
God, I can see that so much. Like,
I literally can see her like, and then you walk in and the little bell, ding.
Oh my God.
And she's like, welcome.
She's carrying her fucking baby. On
Stop,
her
no, literally.
Yeah.
pregnant again.
Yeah. Why did you say that?
I can literally see you with so many kids, and I love it.
No, my mom said that the other day too. She
You
was
were
like,
made to be a mom. You were made to
"Aw,
procreate.
I think
like,
about that too."
You are so soft and gentle. I feel, and that's
Thank
like
you.
it's not that I don't want kids. I just don't think I'm ready.
Yeah.
Because I like, you know, self-talk, self-doubt. I feel like everybody does it, even moms, which I can completely get.
Yeah.
But you are so soft and gentle, and I love that you gentle parent. Like, you don't really
try.
get, because I have seen parents at the grocery store like grabbing
They
the kid
still-
and like yanking them, and I'm like, you can literally dislocate his shoulders.
Yes.
Like, what are you doing? So
Yes.
I don't know.
Sometimes I forget.
They're like just a little spice in my parenting.
No, literally.
Yeah.
Grabs you by your hair, but
Yeah, sometimes I forget. Like if I'm on TikTok, I see people gentle parenting, and then I go out, people are still not doing that. But it's still
It's
fine.
kind of
I
cool
mean,
that there are like all these terms and stuff, and
Yeah, we
there are
didn't know all
different
this.
communities that are like full of like knowledge and different support and whatever. Oh my God, I was listening to this podcast literally yesterday, and it was like they were talking about how there are like videos of people on Facebook and they're commentating on a situation happening, and it would be like a mom like mistreating a baby or something like that.
Oh, okay,
but
yeah,
not
they
like
stitched the video.
yeah, but it's like not like the video they were talking about was just like this guy was recording this mom putting this baby on like the concrete floor while she was trying to do something else, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And the guy was commentary on the situation or whatever, and like the girls that were talking about it were like, well, like they just hate the spin of how parenting is shown, especially on motherhood,
Yeah.
because they don't understand like how actually hard it is. Like you just comment on this one like 2-minute moment rather than like you don't even know what she was what she had going on in that time, why she was putting that baby there and whatever, and it's just like so like society has such a weird take, especially in America, such a weird take on motherhood and like how much support they need, or like how much compassion and sympathy and like whatever that like, you know. And
Yeah, and in my experience, like when I see videos like that, it makes me nervous being out in public with my kids, and if I need to like discipline or not discipline or be like kind of set, like kind of set, be like serious with her, I kind of get nervous of my surroundings, or like I don't know, I always get nervous of people around. Like I always try to be considerate.
Yeah.
Because I know I always read those comments of people, or like for example, right now my worry, my anxiety right now is getting on the airplane with our babies. You know, I have a 1-year-old. I have angel babies. Like they are
angel babies.
No,
like
like they are
they're
well behaved. They are very well behaved for sure.
Cute, man.
Thank you.
I feel
I
like I'm
know.
just like, can you be my surrogate? Like, literally, like. But there's this one video I saw on on TikTok, and it was literally going viral. Like even Ellen DeGeneres posted about it. So that's how you know it's big. But there was a little girl who she just kept misbehaving in school. She kept going to school, acting out, wanting to look pretty rather than doing her schoolwork, which I can completely get reprimanding her. Her mom recorded her. She had braids, cutting off all her braids on TikTok. And it was like, listen, this is what you asked for. I told you to behave. I told you, and you worrying about being cute. And cut all her braids off in front of like the whole world.
That's so traumatizing.
Like,
That
and
breaks my heart.
then she's like recording her after, like, are you traumatized? See, people think on TikTok that they know our relationship, and her daughter's just there like, no, I get it. I understand that I deserve this. I was like, how fucking gaslighting.
The internet
Like,
is so
literally,
scary.
Like,
What?
just cut off all her hair.
Oh my God.
The internet is so scary.
So yeah.
That's insane.
I'm very grateful that all my grandma did was be like, every Sunday we would wake up and clean. Suavemente, besame. And you just,
Oh my God.
I'm a great cleaner now, I promise.
That's so fucking funny. Oh my god. So what are your what's the trajectory and plans for this year?
So I noticed that our blind date with a book collection is very popular.
Genius.
It's not my
all
idea,
these
though.
names, first of all, are like everything.
It's not my idea though. I found it on the internet. I'm just bringing it alive. And I've seen it a lot on Etsy, and I've seen like a lot of other sellers do the blind date with the book. So I'm not like the original person to do it, but I have my own spin to it. So Valentine's Day is coming up. I'm trying to prepare for that. I have a lot of romantic books for the blind date with the books. And that's it, I think. I don't know. I haven't really planned much. I'm kind of like taking January to focus on Emma because Emma's turning 5.
Insane.
And so that's just crazy, like 5.
Yeah.
5 years.
And then they say full sentences and paragraphs, and you're looking at them
Yeah.
like, how do you know what that is?
And they're doing things on their own,
Yeah.
going to the bathroom. But it's just crazy
She's like, I
things.
had to pee. I'll be back. And you're like, and she just walks.
Do you need help?
Like,
Yeah.
no,
Like,
Oh my god.
This is crazy.
Oh my god. So are you that's kind of weird. I've never thought about the other side of like parenting, right? Like my mom always says when I was younger and whenever I would get in trouble, my mom would always be my parents would always say, "You're not gonna ever get it until you have your own kids," right?
oh my god.
And like I get it, obviously, duh. Of course I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that the older I grow, even though I don't have kids, I just see things from their side now all the time. And I'm like, instead of even being like mad at myself, now I'm just like, oh my god, I totally could see how you could understand. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Even without kids.
Yeah.
I can see that.
And I had just until this moment, I had never thought about the detachment process of parenting and if you even have any preparation for that. And it's not really
Yeah, I don't know.
detaching, but it's like your kid is growing older, so you're literally by age letting go of like
Yes.
a different thing that they had depended on you for, that, you know?
Yeah, I saw something that was like parenting or parenthood is like a never-ending cycle of letting go.
Yeah.
It's just like another year of letting go.
That makes.
How are you doing with
That's
that?
No,
I
that's
don't
a
even
mind
know.
fuck because
I
I
don't-
never like thought of it like that.
Yeah,
like literally. And the thing is, my mom. I hope you watch this, Mom. She literally baked. My sister is 7 years old, and I think it's because this is my mom's last kid. Like she got her tubes tied,
okay.
like, and we will go to the buffet, and my sister won't get up. My mom like baked like
Baby.
oh no.
Yeah.
And one day she said to me, we were in the kitchen, and she goes, "Hi, Valentina came into my room again last night,
Aw.
but I'm gonna be so sad when she like grows up and doesn't
Aw.
want to come in my room anymore." So it's like I'm upset, but like
Yeah.
I want her there.
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and I was like, my mom is holding on to this little girl,
Yeah.
like literally like holding on. So whenever my sister's like, "I had a nightmare," my mom's like, "Oh, you need the pillow." Like, so it's like, so she's very like, you know, because I'm 24, like
Yeah,
my
yeah,
si-
yeah.
my
Oh
other
my
siblings
God.
are 18, 19.
Yeah.
And
So
she had
she's the
each
last one.
heartbreak.
Yeah. So now I feel
Wow.
like I get it. Like I get it.
No, but you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? There's like this quote floating around that says some shit like when you love when you truly love someone, it's like a constant process of watching them become like a different person or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck. And like I think that's just true love.
Yeah.
Like true
Yeah.
love is like sticking around enough to like constantly like witness new life.
Yes.
Like
And evolve.
yeah, exactly.
It's so even just to think, and sorry to bring up the new year again, but even just to think of the person that I was just a year ago is like so different already that it's like,
Dude.
like I listened to one of our older episodes and I was like, obviously, you know, struggling with the same thing, like inner work.
Right.
But now I can sit as a kid, not as a kid, but I guess as like a teenager, I would always say this thing. This is what I would tell everybody. I just want to be happy with myself. Like I just want to like love myself. I want to understand it. But now I came to such a calm and loving place of, Jules, you literally didn't know who you were. You know what I mean?
You're like
you
forgiving
literally- forgiving myself for always
Yes.
having that like I don't understand. Why is everybody so happy with this, so content? But all of my insecurities always outweigh everything.
Yeah.
So I would be funny and comedic, and so that people could overlook the flaws that I thought everybody saw. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
now I can sit in stillness and sit in my solitude and be like, I feel happy. Like I feel good. Because it is so hard.
Dude,
Yes,
to
it's
give
so
you your flowers on the outside life, a
Uh-huh.
year ago we started this podcast and Jules didn't even have a savings account.
No.
Jumping from job to job,
Yeah.
like
I'm crying.
all
No,
of this
literally.
shit. And literally today, bitch, she started telling me how much she was making at this new job. She's moving out on her own in February. Like, she's a full-time podcaster, full-time bacon bitch. She's a rich bacon bitch.
Thank you.
She's supporting herself. Like, you're literally doing what you want. A year ago, I was sitting across from her telling her, Jules, you need to like go here, and do this and that. If you care about money, if this is what you want, blah, blah. That's exactly what she did. She went and found a place that worked for her. She went and found a place that made her money. She like, do you see like the fucking pigtails and whatever? Like she just came from work. Like it's so like you're doing exactly everything that we were manifesting a year ago when we started this podcast.
I know. I feel so, and the thing is, like, I could probably cry, but I'm not gonna give you guys the satisfaction because it's not a sad cry. It's like a relief. Like I feel more like myself being by myself.
Yeah.
Like it's just so refreshing.
Oh my god, I love that because me and Jenny were literally just talking before this about how she's very like grateful about finding her love young.
Mm-hmm.
And like we're on the other, and the whole time I was thinking like it's so cool how two things can exist as one. Like it's, and that's why I said that I know that it's possible to grow as your own being while in companionship with another person because it's literally possible in front of my eyes. Like you're doing it.
So many different people, so many different lives.
Exactly. And like me and Jules are like just on a different journey to where we're literally finding that within ourselves, but it's because we had a different like life and whatever the fuck.
Different journey.
And it's crazy. All these things can exist together at once, and they're
literally
but this is like this is literally the importance of surrounding yourself or like filtering your surrounding and knowing how to filter your surrounding because everything around you is an example of how you want to be. Like I surround myself with people who are like literally so much smarter than me, like because like I'm constantly trying to learn from them. I know that I have things that I trump over in my own personal life and whatever the fuck, but though like I try to surround myself with people who have totally different skill sets. And different character and traits.
Them.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like that's why all my friends around me, like I'm telling you, I can't even write my name right. I write like chicken scratch, but all my friends around me can paint, are artists, are making music, can make beats, like, and all the things that, and the thing is, before, I feel like I had like this like envy and this jealousy, but now I'm like, let's work together.
Like because you're also finding your calling.
Exactly.
And we can all eat.
Everybody can eat
at the table.
Exactly.
At the table.
So I feel like that's really growth because I used to envy for like things that it's like I wouldn't even want to do that. So why am I upset? And then you do that inner work, and you're like, it's that self doubt that you're like.
You just
isn't it crazy what you can literally trick your mind into thinking about yourself?
It's crazy. You're
like,
subconscious.
Bitch, I'm cute as fuck. That's crazy. Like, I'm literally bad.
I want to talk about the lucky girl syndrome, or not syndrome, lucky girl. Like, I don't know. I just saw about it recently. About if you convince yourself, that you are lucky. You have a lucky life, and like things should fall into place.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, obviously that's.
It's important, just like with the affirmation,
manifestation.
You know what else I saw? So I saw this. Was it you? I fucking saw it on somebody. Somebody reposted it, but it was basically talking about how this guy was breaking down variations of luck and why luck is not just purely luck. Like you have to work on the luck. Because he was a dancer with the Jabberwockies, and he explained like all of these.
He was
the whole video was basically he was just like, you have to work at luck. basically.
Yeah.
Like basically you have to be in the right room at the right time, and that's luck, right? But how do you put yourself in the right room to be there at the right time?
Yeah.
So it's basically like even a step further from like telling yourself that you're a lucky girl.
Yeah,
like you're literally inserting yourself into where the effort needs to be made. Like
in situations that you need to be in.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
you gotta
why
do the work.
You do, because like I could literally sit here and like wish and pray that my podcast would take off all I want, right? But if I'm just sitting there and hoping, man, I have done that. And if I just sit there and fucking like, but bitch, like you can't just sit there and hope and pray because it literally doesn't steer you in any direction. But the minute that I decided to take the investment that literally put me in more of a financial situation, like rough situation, it gave me so many different fucking direction. I learned so many different things. My mind is now exposed to whatever, and it's because I made a decision. I made a decision about an investment. Whether that investment was good or bad, I didn't know it, right? But I made the decision to do it. And I just steered myself in a direction. And that's me trying to make the effort into. And like it goes with like choosing guests and who we interact with and who we work with and who we collab with and all of these different shit, because I now understand I don't just want you. I want whoever your audience is. I want whoever your surrounding is, whether it's your family or your closest friends. I want them, right? But I want a solid community behind you. I don't just want you or your following or however many fucking whatever the fuck you have going on the internet.
Like me and Con were literally talking about this behind closed doors, that we would rather have 600 people listening, 600 followers on Instagram, and them truly, because people reach out to, or at least me. people reach
I
out.
am the less popular fairy book mother, and it's fine. Don't reach out to me, please.
And they express so much gratitude just for us coming on this platform. And so I'd rather have 600 people who truly listened and truly wanted to come back every Monday and like, I can't wait to drive to work to listen to their podcast, rather than have 2 million followers and it be just
another thing that they follow on their space.
You know what I mean? Like I'd rather have true and authentic. And that's why I feel like it will come with time. And there was a point where me and Con were like, we gotta start. And we were doing things that were us, and we had to sit back and be like, you know what? We can't forget that this podcast is all about who we are and what we want to show you guys. And what I feel like I've had so many fucking epiphanies. Like in this last 2 months, like I have just like, fucking
tell us the epiphany.
I feel like I stopped meditating for a little bit, and I stopped like giving myself like that alone time because I was scared of my thoughts. And now every Tuesday I go to a meditation class. And it's called Sangha, and we sit and we read for a little bit. We set our intentions, and then you just sit with yourself.
How do you feel?
How
have you been?
It's amazing. I've only gone to 2 classes, and it's like changed my life. Like it's because I feel like sitting with myself. I'm so scared of my thoughts. Like, and that's why I feel like I started backing away from drinking a little bit, because whenever I drink, I got sad.
Intensifies.
But I started to, because it is antidepressant. I'm aware. I know. Don't come for me. I know.
Is it?
Yeah, it's an antidepressant. That's what they say, that when you drink.
No, it's a depressant.
A depressant.
It's not an anti.
Not an
anti.
anti.
It's a depressant.
Depressant.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I get it.
That makes sense.
But if I keep putting that into my mind, like, I don't want to drink, I'm going to get sad. I don't want to drink, I'm going to get sad. Sitting out and hanging out with my friends and, sipping a little bit, it shouldn't affect me as much as I was like, oh my God, I know I'm going to be so sad tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's because I feel like I put that.
It starts with your pure thoughts and your core being, and then whatever you choose as a substance intensifies your state of being.
Yes.
And the clearer you are as your pure being on your own, the better or worse it will be when you choose drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Dare program. No.
Oh fuck.
Can we enter the Dare logo right here? Like that would literally be so funny.
Can I tell you, I had to like catch up on all of this shit, because when Dare was there in my lifetime, I did not understand English. So I was just like, what's happening right
She
now?
was like, why?
I caught up on all the jokes now, bitch, but
Now she's like, why are we going to the gym?
Yeah, they were teaching us that in elementary school.
Yeah, we would go to the
like,
fucking gymnasium.
I just found out you guys literally snorted or inhaled Sharpies to get high or whatever the
What?
fuck.
Oh,
I never knew that
oh,
because I
I
never
didn't.
understood English when the program was there. But like now, I'm like, oh my god, you guys did that as a kid. Like that's crazy.
No, literally.
That's funny.
Have you gone back to Vietnam
Yeah, I've gone back just once.
recently?
Yeah. No, in 2013
Oh yeah.
or something
Will
like
you go
that.
back again?
Hell yeah. Me and my family are
Let's
trying to
do
go
it.
back
Yeah,
like
let's
this
do it.
year, like end of this year or next
That
year
would be
for like a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents stay a month at a time.
My dream is to be able to own land here and there
Do it.
and be able to like, you know what's wild? So remember how I said today at the fucking bridal shop that the girl was getting married in Vietnam
Yeah.
and it's a weird coincidence? And I thought about it and I was like, wow, would I want to get married if I ever get married?
Yeah,
or whatever,
no,
or
once
like,
she gets
whatever. But
married.
like, you know, like, would I want to do it in my motherland? Like, you know?
That would
Oh, I think about that
literally
too,
be
right?
fucking stunning.
Yeah, me and Alex, we talk about. My mom gets excited about me and Alex having.
Imagine you have a Vietnamese wedding.
I
Jenny.
love it. I think it would
I
be
know,
so
it's just so
good.
much, but it's
Like-
beautiful.
No, literally.
I just remember
Yeah.
the one tradition I always remember is that the mother-in-law gives you fucking diamonds or gold or
Oh
pearls.
yeah.
So you're about to receive like a full set, bitch, from your
Yeah.
in-laws.
Oh,
It would just be so cool. To
I
see.
know.
My heart feels like como titties stay empty.
Oh.
And it's because Carmen isn't
Oh
here.
yeah.
I'm literally used to him being here now that I'm literally
Oh
like,
my god, you guys, I didn't even address it. Oh yeah, Corbin's not here anymore. Yeah.
Quiet.
Even when I knocked, I was like,
I know.
Like, I was like, where is he?
I know.
It's quiet.
Oh my god, I actually do miss that dog so much. Every single day I wish him a good day. Every single day I'm like, I hope Corbin's doing okay. I hope he's happy.
She says prayers for Carmen.
I know. All I want is for him to be
Carmen was
happy.
never like no animals before.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought you were a
girl.
dog person.
No.
You're not a dog person.
No,
She's not a
okay, so
dog.
all of my closest friends, literally what they tell me is like, dude, I think the weirdest thing that I've seen this year is you with the dog.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'm
I was
not
spinning.
I only with him, and he was the first, and I think that's why I felt such a connection to him because I had never felt I had never been connected to animals. I've never animals and babies, right? But I've always been extremely respectful. I will never, unless you're like my closest friend, and I'm actually doing it to kind of like I'm doing it to not weird you out rather than
Right.
your dog. But I would never go up to your pet and pet it. Like, because I don't know
But if
what
you're like,
I don't know what your pet is like. I don't know if he's or she is an introvert, likes to actually be touched, or like you
Can I
know,
shake
like
your hand?
I'm trying to be respectful.
Yeah.
You know, but I also had never in my younger life I had never really had like a connection. I just never knew too much and whatever, right? And also I've always thought that the way dogs and cats and pets here are raised and are treated is insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking
I think we talked
bonkers.
about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I just was always like weirded out. I also did have a baby husky with my ex-fiance. And it stayed
That's
with
a crazy
I know.
sentence. All
I know.
Husky.
So I left the husky with him because the husky just had more of a connection to him because the husky had lived with him also.
Yeah.
But that was like my intro to like, I was like, okay, cool, they're kind of cool, but I just never, whatever, right? And then Carbon was just like an instant. But that's why I think I really soaked up my time with him. I didn't go out with anyone. I didn't do anything. Every day it was like, work, Carbon, work, Carbon. Sometimes I would literally not go to the gym because I like wanted to walk him for like an hour or whatever. And it was because like he did so much for me. Like he opened up so much for me as like a person. He was like the gateway for me to be able to be open to people.
To people?
Yeah, like to be able to like be more open and vulnerable and like to feel okay, like
Really?
connecting to people.
It's
yeah.
crazy. And it's crazy because all the animals that I have ever been around, they go to her. Like literally, we were at our friend Kaylee's house and we're
Oh my
sitting
god,
there,
yeah.
and her cat is literally like
Dude, I have
like
a
literally
cat.
eyeing Khan like I'm coming for you, bitch. I literally want scratches.
It's
and
like
she was,
animals know.
no,
I know.
So the cat literally, Khan's there just rolling up, rolling up, and then the cat just jumps, literally on top of the table, and Khan goes, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Literally, I have a video of her just being like, and I turn and she looks at me and I'm recording, and she goes,
oh my god.
Can you get the cat? I have to send it to you. It's
Oh
such a funny
my
video.
god.
That's so sweet.
But they
I
always
know.
gravitate. I feel like they know. They're like, you don't fuck
I
with
feel
me.
that I'm like, so before Carbon,
Yeah.
my plants were my pets.
Mm.
I would literally talk to my plants now. I'm like,
As you should.
yeah. But like now, dude, I literally went outside the day he left and I was like, guys, Carbon's gone.
Everyone's mourning.
No, literally, all the plants
Oh
fall.
my god.
They're all feeling it.
I know, but yeah, Carbon's not here anymore. But we had a good time.
Yeah, we sent him love.
Oh my god, yeah. Someone replied to my like story of like Carbon, and it was Don actually, and he was like, he served his purpose, and that really sold it for me.
Yeah.
That was like, oh my god, okay, that's the best way to look at it. It's
No,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like I was like, that's right. Like he did serve his purpose, and I, even though I do not think that he's going back to an owner that like will give him as good care and love and attention and time as much as I did. I feel that I also served my purpose to Carbon.
Yeah.
I gave him so much time, so much attention. I trained him how to play. I trained him. I took him to the park. I gave him so much like care. I bought him like literally the best, most expensive food.
Oh, you
Like,
spoiled him.
yeah, I did. I really did.
She was like,
And I
the
gave
Kiki
him
that you
so
wanted to
much
go to her house
time.
all the time.
Yeah.
Give me cars. She got Cheerios. Like,
Yeah, but like in the same way, he spoiled me with like love and affection and all the things that I needed to be alone. You know,
like,
so.
and I knew it was gonna be like. I mean, once again, he served his purpose, so that keep that in the back of your mind. But I feel like even seeing your sister get attached to him, for me, my heart, I literally have a picture of them just like snuggling, and she was just like talking to
Not the
him.
snuggling.
The other day, she was like,
Like,
I miss Carbon, and I was like, oh.
She was like, so do we get a dog? Like,
I was gonna say,
I
what's
am.
next?
I
Yeah?
am. I think so. I think that I discovered that like, no, I've always known. But I think this solidified me being like a very big homebody.
Yeah,
And-
I can see that.
Yeah, and like I think so I originally said yes to watching the dog. Like one of the biggest reasons I said yes to watching the dog in the first place is because I had felt that was within my time. I was like, I kind of feel like I want to draw back to myself. I don't really want to hang out with any of my friends. I don't really want to be around people. I just feel like I need to be able to spend time by myself and alone. And I instead of pushing the dog away, I used the dog as literally like I honestly I learned a lot from having the dog, right? I had always wondered like when I was younger, how do people spend time alone? How do people this? How do people that? And literally from my connection with the dog, I finally understand that like there are more to you that are literally serving different purposes in this lifetime. Same way the plants fulfilled you is how pets and shit are literally existing to fulfill their own life purpose and whatever, but you're literally coexisting. That's the whole definition
and
of
you have a
coexistence.
relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
With your
And
pet.
there's no, and the whole reason why I hesitated on having an attachment and a relationship with a pet in the first place is because I had this whole fear of why would I start something if I know it's gonna be gone? Why would I go into something if I know it's not gonna last? And I still have that attitude about kind of like some things and whatever, but I did really have a problem with attachments, and it was because I never knew how to detach in the right ways.
Yeah.
And I think that I have come like kind of full circle, and I've learned to really trust myself, and I understand what connection is good and what disconnection and detachment is good. And so from my connection with the dog, I was finally able to understand like you are alone, but that doesn't mean you are alone. There are things like hobbies and like, you know, like literally
like you're by
just,
yourself,
but you're not
alone.
by, no, exactly. And like even so, I was like, it's so nice. It's just literally so
It's
nice to
refreshing.
experience this kind of love. And I'm just so grateful to be able to experience, for the first time ever in my life, a kind of love that had no attachment. It was unconditional. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it just came naturally. Yeah, and that's why I spoiled that dog. Because I was like, dude, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And that I even had an opportunity in the first place. Yeah, as much as I like think that this guy is not a great owner and whatever, because he's weirdly
separate out of the
because he's weirdly detached to like his 6 months away from his dog, I had the chance to be with the dog. So either way, like I'm grateful.
I would.
You know?
Here's my thing: being an own. Well, I mean,
it's weird, but it's weird.
Yeah.
But because he was weird, I was able to stay with the dog for so long. You know, so it's a win-win. Like,
a win is a win.
Exactly.
Love is love.
Exactly.
I am so sorry for all my sniffling. By the way, guys, I've just been really congested. Maybe like the last 3 days.
Me
Dude,
too.
me too.
I sound like a man, but it's kind of sexy. And so yeah, I just want to apologize.
Stop apologizing.
I'm not sorry, but you will hear sniffling.
No, one time, I had an old coworker and he was like a dude.
Yeah.
And he was like one of those like really rough guys, but are like tender-hearted, but like rough guys, right?
Yeah.
But really kind and nice. And he's
like, do you have little 20? Like,
dude. One time he told me to stop saying sorry. Like stop over apologizing. And no one had ever said that to me before, but you know how you're like sorry. You know? And like it like snapped. And I think that it snapped to me or like it clicked with me because it came from him, a person who was very like fucking like
honest.
And very like just
straightforward.
And authentically so, but still kind and whatever. So I knew that he meant it. I knew that he truly meant that I had nothing to be sorry about because he sees me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Wow,
And so like if I keep saying, oh, words are important, why would I keep saying sorry for things that I'm not actually sorry for? So now I literally do say sorry way less because, and especially when it's a conscious sorry.
Yeah.
I decide what the fuck I'm sorry for, and if I truly don't feel so, I will find the kindest way to say whatever the fuck I feel, but without saying sorry, because I'm not apologizing. I don't mean it.
Exactly.
Right.
And you know what's so fun? I know Con is probably building like a really soft spot for me because lately, look at me, literally, she tells me sorry for everything.
Oh my god!
Because the thing is, she knows I'm sensitive too, so she keeps that into consideration. Which literally, we love that. I feel like you have been wanting to understand that I am an Aries, but I'm just very sensitive. I'm very soft. Like I'm very like hi.
Me too.
So if she feels like she's like, she'll literally go back and be like, I'm sorry. And I'll be like, literally, I need you to talk to me like that. And she goes, yeah, you're right. Like, but it's the fact that she's taking my feelings into consideration that I can feel like.
I'm the same way as an Aries. I'm very sensitive. I'm very like held back. But then my best friend, but my best friend is also an Aries, but she's also like aggressive. Not aggressive, like assertive.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I need that. I need someone to tell me how it is.
Yeah. Because if like everybody's just sitting here like pushing things under the rug and like not really saying what they fucking mean, then it's like you think you're perfect, which I mean I'm damn near it.
I literally don't compliment people that I don't mean. I don't say anything that I don't mean. But this brings me to a point that I wanted to unpack. Oh my god, I was in fucking therapy and I was like telling my therapist, I was like, I have a lot of trouble with small talk. A lot of trouble with being able to just talk casually to people and whatever. And
Same.
I just feel so bothered that it's not like a deep conversation about whatever. And it's not that I get mad at people for not having deep conversations with me. It's more so that when it's a certain person that we don't have that level of comfort yet, it requires more small talk. But
More
my
effort.
brain automatically goes to like, so tell me like your deepest, darkest like thoughts
Yeah.
and like where you go. And
Like,
I'm
let's
like,
connect.
yeah, you know
So
what I'm saying?
are you traumatized?
Exactly. but then I'm like, that's not normal, and we don't know them, and also I don't feel that other people are as comfortable with that like you.
Yeah.
So then I end up not saying anything at all, and I used to tell myself that like, okay, like I just don't like small talk, and I don't enjoy it, whatever, and I cut it off, and I cut it off there, right? But it has always bothered me because if I really want to grow. If I really want to grow like in all my dimensions as a being, then I have to be able to do a good balance of everything. And so why does it bother me so fucking much? Like why is it? Yeah. And so I was literally telling my therapist, and I was like, oh my god, it's literally because growing up in my family and in my entire childhood, nothing was ever talked about, especially
Oh
me.
my gosh.
Nothing was ever
same.
talked about. No, nothing that I ever wanted to discuss was being discussed. But
Same.
and then everything that was being said was a cover up for something else. You never wanted to say the truth because you never wanted someone to judge your business. So you always just. You know, and everything was like white lie. Everything was like a white lie. Yeah, everything was brushing it off. And so I was like, holy fuck, I have such a hard time with small talk with people because I had never felt heard or seen within all of my childhood, within all of my communications with my family. And so the same way that I cut them off is the same way I cut everyone else off. And so I had never learned to develop that skill. But the literal reason why I didn't is because I just never had that with my family growing up. And I was just like, and like everything just started clicking. I was like,
she's literally doing like
literally.
And I would always over explain myself. I recently noticed that I would over explain, and then I would get so anxious over explaining something. But I realized because I'm the third child out of three, I'm the baby, and so growing up, everyone doesn't talk about things, or people don't really look at you to like ask you for things because you're the youngest. Like they don't look at the youngest. They don't look at the kids to talk to. They look at the eldest.
Yeah.
Okay, and guys. Even my brothers too. Wait, what?
We had to take a little break.
Yeah. Sorry guys, literally my nose is dripping. I'm getting really bad allergies right now.
Same, my eyes. My eyes. I get allergies.
So you were talking about being the youngest. I can only imagine.
How the fuck did you remember that? In my mind, I'm like, how are we gonna pick this back up, bitch? Oh my god.
You guys are high. I'm sober. Thank you.
That's so funny.
But I can only imagine. I'm the
So-
oldest, so that's
okay. Yeah. So mine was.
Oh wow, what a variation. I'm the middle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're
Yeah.
Interesting.
All different experiences.
Yeah.
This is something that I love. The topic of the kids. Placement of the kids' experience.
Yes.
Because
that's real. Like the middle
no,
child.
fuck yeah, dude. I do not bear any kind of responsibilities that my sister does.
Yeah.
And if I did, I would be a completely different person.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, I realized at a very young age that I was like, she never had the freedom to fuck off like I did.
Yeah.
Because I was like, the overlooked child.
Yeah.
She had to be the golden
middle
one.
child?
Yeah.
You're the
and,
middle child?
yeah. And I was just like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna
What
fuck off.
about you being the youngest? Did everybody pick on you? Were they
No.
Or did
Were
they
you
not
waiting?
actually? I was
didn't,
going to
like,
say,
take-
did they actually love you? But that's not what were they like? She's like, I hope so.
No, I just felt like they never took me seriously. That's why I feel like I always have to over explain myself.
Yeah.
Because they never like took me seriously, or they never believed what I was saying. Because I remember in high school I'd be like, oh yeah, I have a little event that I like, the costuming. I used to do costuming. They would have a show, jazz club.
You're literally awesome. You're
I
so
know.
fun.
I wish I did better, but whatever.
You're better.
And I remember my brother being like, he didn't believe in me. He thought I was meeting up with someone. I was like, no, there's a show going on. Like, things like that. So I feel like that affects my adult life, where I'm like having to over explain myself.
100%. I feel like for me, I lied a lot as a kid. And I feel
As
like
the
as the oldest, I lied to my parents, I lied to my friends, I lied about everything. And I feel like it was because rather than telling the truth and being accepted, I was so scared that I would just lie.
Oh.
Like I would just lie. So I feel like now
I did that a lot.
I over explain now because I'm so afraid of them thinking that I'm not being honest when now I'm being honest.
Oh,
So I hold like this anxiousness of like, I hope they know I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth because I used to lie about middle school, everything. I would lie for fun. So it's like now that I feel like I'm being true and honest with myself, I get that fear of like other people being.
I resonate with that.
That's fake.
And that's when I have to like. That's when I like literally have to like reflect.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, bitch, what are we guilty of?
Yeah.
Like, what are we guilty of right now?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Wait, but as the oldest child, did you feel like you had responsibility? Like how you say your older sister had all these responsibilities? Because it also depends on culture, too.
Yeah, and like your situation.
Yeah, for me, I wasn't raised with my mom, my dad. Like it wasn't like we were a household. I was raised with my grandma. Yeah, with my grandma and my uncle Tito. So it was kind of like he was everybody that we looked up to. So he like was in school and he just did like such cool stuff and always skateboarded. And so I feel like we all kind of like looked up to him because I was raised with my grandma.
Okay.
So I feel like I was the middle always because since living with my grandma, she had her kids and us. So I never really had like the oldest responsibilities. I feel like now I 100% feel like the older sister. Love when my sister comes to me for advice. Love when my brother's like, hey, can you drop me off here? It's like it makes me feel like
you're responsible.
Like, you know what I mean? But I feel like growing up, it was always like my uncle because I lived with my grandma.
Oh.
Yeah, but which was
That is
still a blessing. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I always felt like the middle child. Like nobody would ever say shit.
I see that. That's why I know about the middle child syndrome, whatever. Because my brother's the same. I feel like he's always overlooked, or like not the problem child, but like
No, we're all the problem child.
I didn't want to say
like
it.
we're all the problem children are mostly middle children. Like
literally.
And like I feel like the third child is just like
the third child is always the best.
just goes with it
Because they have such a good life.
Exactly.
But
do we really? You know what makes me so excited is that you're starting a bookstore around the age that you're. Sorry, I had to say it again. Yeah, 777. I feel like because you're starting a bookstore around the age where your daughter is gonna like start.
Oh my God,
I think about that all the time.
Like that.
Every time I see Emma holding a book.
You
literally
I can't.
cries.
When they pick up a book, when I see them go pick up a book on their own and they're sitting there, and I'm like, I'm
even if they
walking by,
can't read it, but it's like curiosity.
just flipping through the pages, and I walk by and I see that, I melt. I love it. It makes me so happy.
Oh
I'm like,
my
okay,
God.
I'm doing good.
Oh, so good.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
And I know there's going to be so much success for you because your intentions are pure. I feel like when people come in with, I'm not going to say wrong, because sometimes intentions is like you just self-doubt yourself. Self-doubt. So it's like self-sabotage almost.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's no way.
Yeah,
You're gonna skyrocket and the fucking sky is the fucking limit. That's super corny, but like I mean it. Like, I have such great things for you.
No, I love when I would go out and do the market events, and I would love when people would ask me, oh, where are you located? I feel like that's the universe telling me, like, it's there.
Yeah.
It's yours. The universe is telling me it's yours. You just gotta keep going.
You already did the first step.
Yeah, I mean,
You literally already did the first step.
So
that's my
one
face.
day.
Yeah, that's my face when people say, where can I listen to your podcast? And I'm like, all platforms.
All
We're even on
platforms.
YouTube now.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's fucking awesome. And I'm like,
professional.
I'm like, literally, we have an LLC. Thank you.
Yes. Oh my God. All my friends, if you have a good tax person, let me know.
Oh, coming up. Yeah, that's coming up.
I need
in February.
Yeah.
That's coming up.
Oh my God, so
Let's
close.
not. But yeah, I have this dream of having my own bookstore and just having like anybody and everybody coming by.
Yeah.
Like just feeling
You
comfortable.
know, in Vietnam, there are so many different coffee shops and stuff.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of silent bookstore coffee shops.
Oh yeah. That's so interesting. We just need more of that. We just don't. We don't have any bookstores.
No.
We have, Barnes and
the
Noble,
main-
which is good.
the
Books
main
A Million,
ones. Yeah.
which is good.
No, know, but we need to create these environments.
More
Safe
community,
space.
local
Yeah.
environments.
Yeah.
And it's because at the market events, I do the same ones throughout the months. And I meet the same people. I have the same kids coming by, and they're so excited to tell me about the book that they received because I wrap the books as a surprise. So they tell me when they get it, and like this one girl I'm thinking of. I know, I love it. I'm thinking of this one girl who loves manga books. I had like a couple blind date with a book, manga books, and she told me how she's been looking for the one that she bought.
Oh my
And
god!
that made me so happy. And she read it, she loved it, you know.
Wow, that is serendipity!
Yes! Exactly.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I love that you guys love the name because I felt like it was a little basic. Have you seen the
No.
movie? Or the ice cream store in
No.
New York? No? Okay.
I
That's how I
haven't.
know serendipity.
No, I know serendipity from the coffee shop in
Okay.
Mount Dora.
Yeah, okay, so there's a lot.
But
That's
I thought serendipity is like the perfect name.
No,
Me
it's
too.
Like,
I think
it
so
fits, like,
too.
it fits. It
I
fits
think
your
it's cute, too.
personality. It fits everything that you're trying, the whole aesthetic that you're going for.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to see it. Like
Yeah.
I know.
serendipity bookstore. Like I will literally.
Do you choose purple because that's your favorite color?
No, I chose purple with my sister-in-law.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we
probably
both like
the
purple.
crystals and-
Yeah, it was just a good color. I don't know, and I just made it my whole brand.
I love
I
it.
took it on.
Imagine like a purple house and it's serendipity.
Yes, I always picture that. Like every time I drive by, like a little cute.
There's actually
like
a
a-
house around this corner. It's actually my dream house.
Yeah.
It's a cute, tiny little house. It's purple. It has a yellow door, and then it has a whole garden of flowers, like fairy flowers, like
That's so cute.
long and wispy and like whatever.
It's
just
magical.
yeah, it is. It's magical. Wow.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah.
that's what I'm imagining your bookstore.
Yeah, for this year for the market events, I want to create an experience. Like I have a little tent, like a 10 by 10 tent, and so I want to think of like what kind of experience I can give people for when they show up.
And you walk in,
Yeah.
incense
That
are
is
burning.
so cool.
Yeah,
That
but it's
would
like an
be
outdoor
so
event, but it's
yeah.
like it's something small and cute.
Oh my god, you know what I just thought of? So you know how there are like little boxes of like you donating books you don't want, and then you can take one as you give one. You can make that an interactive like thing at your booth. So like have your own corner to people
So cool.
donate their stuff, and then they write an entire review or however much they want to talk about why they recommend it, blah blah. They leave it, and then the next person can come take it and do the same
That's
thing.
such a good idea.
And you can
That's so
advertise
good
it,
idea.
and you can advertise it every time you make a post so that people know where you
Yeah,
are, so
to
that they
show
come
up.
prepared.
No, actually,
Yeah.
I've been thinking. I've just been wanting to do something like how you guys have the collective and stuff.
Mhm.
I want to do something like that with the community, and I think about
Yes.
like book clubs or like I think of book swaps.
Yeah.
Like where we can all come together. I
Oh my
think
god,
God.
Taina! Fucking book swap collective. Me and Jenny can fucking run it!
And people can
Yeah,
like
would
talk
be-
about books.
No,
like,
we can
you
do
know.
that. No, we can totally
Okay,
do
I'm
that.
down.
We can
Okay,
totally do
let's-
that.
Okay, yeah, because I've been thinking about that. I'm like,
We're
I want to
like,
do something like that.
No, that could
And
totally
I,
happen. That could totally happen.
And I remember thinking like of the Self Chase library, and I was thinking of asking them if we can like have that space and setting up something like that. People
Yes.
show up.
No, all you have to do is ask. Just have these ideas and then fucking do it.
Yes, so that's why I know we can ask. So we just need to plan it out, and it'll be cool because
Wow.
people can bring their books that they've read and that they're ready to swap out, and people
Yeah.
can swap it and be like, hey, I love this book.
Yeah.
You need to, or whatever books you want to trade.
Oh my
It'd
god.
be so fun.
That's
so that's what
amazing.
I've been
So
thinking
sweet.
of. I've been thinking
Wow,
of
we
doing something
love
like
that.
that, and then also promoting my bookshop too because
Yeah.
you know I want it. My goal is to like save up to have my own bookshop, but also I want to be like stable online too. I want to
Yeah.
have both. So
Yeah.
I'm constantly working on both.
For
but,
sure. You can.
So, but I want to do these events for the
Oh
to
my God.
encourage.
When
That's
she
awesome.
does the events.
No,
Yes.
that's awesome.
That
That's
is
great.
literally
We can
beautiful.
totally
Yes.
make that happen. And people
Yes.
would love that shit
Yeah.
because me and Taina, the original message to her was like, hey, do you want to start a book club with me? Like literally because the original idea is that it wasn't going to be a book club or anything, but I just wanted to be able to gather people into a space
Yes.
for them to be there with the same purpose and intention
Yes.
and feel safe and then connect from there.
Oh, I
So that's why it was like a book club, a fucking group therapy, a fucking whatever.
Yeah.
And that's why it became a collective project.
Yes.
Because it's just to be able to get people together to expand their network.
Yes.
You know?
And just to hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
To talk and
Yeah.
vibe. That's why I've been
So
wanting to go
real.
to your collective.
Yeah, we had a
That's
pie
exactly what I
night,
wanna
dude.
do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Dude, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was
So
so much
sad I
fun.
didn't
Oh my god.
I am sorry, girl. These lashes are literally.
She literally looks like she has pink eye. Okay, she's been struggling.
My eyes are burning. I've been wearing them since like 8 o'clock in the
Oh
morning.
my god, that's crazy.
Anyway, so hey guys.
Oh, my feels so cute.
I know.
I know. I'm literally still pretty.
So.
That's amazing.
Just-
That's amazing what lashes can do. Those just lashes. You only wear lashes. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I'm
So
so
cute.
figuring. Say it.
You're beautiful.
I'm just kidding. I'm like, say it. Literally say it.
If Jenny wasn't here, I would just be laughing.
Yeah,
Yes,
promise.
you're
She's like, bitch, you know you're pretty.
You have to.
I know, like, you're not pretty now that you're making me say it.
Now you're ugly.
I'm just kidding.
But oh my god, wait, I wanna do, cause I already know what I'm saying. Quit that
Ooh,
shit.
yes, girl. So we have a new segment on the
Ooh,
pod.
yes.
It's what we do to end the pod, but it's basically us. We are doing a segment where we hold each other accountable
Okay.
for
Okay.
something that we're trying to break away from, whatever is not serving us.
Oh gosh.
And we're just saying it out loud to each other and to ourselves, and just to like establish it, and then we check in with each other on how we're doing with it.
Okay.
So what is you quitting this week, Shouty?
Girl. Since I'm cashing out.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
No, I do
Does
such.
she have money?
I do such impulsive buys now.
Oh.
Like, I'll be bored at home and I'll be like,
Oh my god, remember
Yeah,
Maggie's advice.
I'm
Put
like-
that shit in your
I
savings.
know.
Put it in your
I will
savings.
literally be like, I just want to go to the thrift store. I'm just gonna look. Girl, $200 later.
It's natural,
I'm like-
everyone, though. It's natural.
So I'm trying to stop impulsive buying. I'm trying to start eliminating that. I don't know what is that. But it's literally starting today, so.
Ooh.
Yes.
Don't write me out.
Day one.
Okay. Ah.
Yeah, no, I'm really trying to save.
I used to have that same problem, and I feel like it was because growing up I couldn't buy a lot.
Yep, same. So now you're
So
like,
now you have
get
money.
You're
now
like,
you have adult money.
Yep, exactly. You're like, I'll just make that.
I'm like,
But
no,
forgive
just-
yourself.
That's why, but you can't get into
That's
that
where
trap of I'll
toxic
make it
trait-
back.
Forgive yourself.
Yeah.
Forgive so many things.
Or spin.
What about
Oh
you?
damn,
You
what
got
am
any?
I quitting? Honestly,
Anything.
I think that I'm quitting. Okay, another thing Jesus. Another thing that I like unpacked with my therapist, another aha moment that I had was that he was like, wow, it seems kind of weird that you're able to like kind of like do a lot of things like on your own by yourself. You're very good with these like things that you can do by yourself, but then like it really takes you like such an effort, or you really don't have like an easy of a time when it comes to things that you have to do with other people. And that's when I was like, oh my god, that's why I'm so good at being in my own developmental stages. That's why I'm so good at like building myself as a person. But then the thing that I struggle the most is vulnerability. That's what my therapist was spinning at. It's like, oh, it seems like you're like really good with yourself, but you have a hard time being vulnerable with other people. And I was like,
Like opening up.
yeah. And I was like, holy shit, like my entire life, like I have always just been really good with my own being. But vulnerability is the one thing that I have to do with other people. It requires other people. And that's the one thing that I always struggle with the most. And I never just put it like you know, I just never connected the dot of like, oh wow, like that's why you have been doing all of these things that are like tough to do but on your own. Like that's why you got all this shit out the way. That's why you built yourself this way. Because you left all of the other shit, because that's the other shit that is the hardest, and that's the shit that you don't want to do, which is the shit that involves other people.
Period.
It involves
Always.
being with other people. It involves being soft with other people. It involves asking for help. It involves like anything. So and that's crazy. I reached out to Kaylee to work out this morning. It was the first time I worked out with anybody in like a long time. And I think my quit that shit is that I'm gonna quit like being so closed off to people. And I think that's why I want to to work on my skills of like being able to have casual conversation and whatever, so that I can connect to things.
100%.
You know? That's what I'm putting, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I did not think that I was gonna say all that.
We love that.
But
I really like that. I would say, I would agree. I need to quit on those things for myself too. But I think I'm quitting being on social media that's not benefiting me.
Ooh.
So like if I'm on social media, I'm doing it for my shop or whatever. But other than that, I'm done. Like, I can't.
like limiting
Like
your
scrolling,
time.
I'm quitting scrolling.
Oh, yes.
No more scrolling.
I'm jumping on that train. I'm jumping on that
I'm
train.
gonna try, but man, there's times where I'm like, and the thing is, I feel like for me, I'm starting to just set healthy boundaries with it.
Yes.
Because I don't mind scrolling, because
It's a
sometimes
good balance.
I
You need a
get good
balance.
ideas from it.
Yes.
And it takes time, and I'm like, yo, I just love it.
Yeah.
So it's like, sometimes you can get, and that's why I don't really fight, but it's just, I feel like having that healthy boundary is
Yeah,
hard.
it's almost a
Yeah, it's
healthy
Because then when
balance.
you're bored, when you're just like, where's my cellular? I need it. So, but that's a really good one to quit, because I can.
Yeah, I've been trying
I'm
to.
gonna text you too. I'm gonna be like, yeah, what's your screen time? What's your screen time this
Oh
week?
my god, the screen time thing is so exposing. Every day it's like creativity 1 hour, fucking entertainment
It's
7.5.
Literally.
I'm like, that's me and my YouTube. Literally, it's me. My screen time is me and my
Yeah,
YouTube.
me too.
There's
I love
always a
YouTube,
fucking
yeah.
podcast playing. Like, there's always something, like a cooking video. Like,
A
always.
cooking video.
No, but I try to, instead of picking up my phone, sometimes I try to pick up my like book
Yeah.
or my Kindle. Like I always
Yeah.
have my Kindle on hand, so instead of scrolling, I like to like read a little bit, even if it's just like a page. Like I'm getting some reading done.
Yeah.
Because I always go out, or if I'm in a waiting room, I notice people like everyone's on their phone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
It's
just a
like not-
weirdo. I just sit there. I don't even pick up a book. I
Or,
just
or even
I
sitting
just sit there.
Yes.
and I
do
try
that
to
too.
I try to do that as a meditation. And I
I do
like
that
I
too.
don't let myself think that other people think I'm weird, because if you're weirded out by my
No.
silence, that's your own problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
But so like in waiting rooms and stuff, I purposely just kind of like sit there
yes.
with my eyes open and not saying a word.
Yes, I do that too.
You
And
know
I love it.
what I started, every time I get my eyebrows done with her mom, Anna,
Anna.
you know who you are. I used to always be on my phone, and my phone would be so loud, and I'm looking at it, and everybody's looking at me like, and I'm like, oh, so now when I go and before I get my eyebrows done, I put my phone away. I sit there, and I'm just like observing.
You're present.
When you
Yeah.
sit and observe, like even before I would walk into Walmart just scrolling.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? And what if someone's just like, move, bitch, like grabs me and just takes me? So it's like
Yeah.
trying to be more aware.
Aware.
I purposely
Yeah.
do things without my phone.
Yeah.
Like when I
Yes.
had Carbon, I purposely left my phone. I never ever looked at my phone when I was walking him ever.
Oh my gosh, I
Ever.
see so many people walking their dogs and they're
Yeah.
scrolling.
Yeah,
it makes me sad.
Yeah, because you're not even spending time with the dog. Like I'm
Or
literally
looking
watching.
around.
I know what he's sniffing. I know
Yeah.
what exactly what spot. I know what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
But it's like purposely like I use everything at work. If I work, you will not see me like for like 8 hours. Because I purposely put my phone in my bag. I don't ever look at my work.
Yeah,
I don't reply
that's
to
good.
anybody. And I purposely do things without it. And so it helps me have an easier time when I'm literally just sitting here chilling at night and I'm scrolling, because then I don't beat myself up as hard.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I'm like, dude, this is what you're doing in your free time.
Yeah.
Right, which
Instead,
is fun.
yeah, instead of like literally
Which
doing
is
it
okay.
all the fucking
Yeah,
time.
like walking
you know?
and
Yeah.
scrolling.
I do not understand that. People that are driving and twirling.
That's
I do not understand that at all, because if you're on, for me personally, if I'm on my phone while I'm driving, it must be a fucking necessity, right?
Right.
And so I started, and why I feel so strongly about this is because I would be in the car with like some, specifically like males, like some guys, some dudes, right? And they would always be driving and on their phone, and then I would look over and they're just literally scrolling, and I'm like,
just
dude,
mindlessly.
yeah, and I'm like, dude, so it's not even necessary.
It's not even.
I'm in the car and you don't even care.
Right, you're
Like,
not present.
what? That's
Yeah.
crazy. Like, you don't even care if we crash and I die, bitch. That's on your conscience, okay? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Oh my god. This has been, I feel so, even though I feel shitty physically, in my heart, I feel like flowers are blooming. Like, I feel so, no, for real. Ah, the sun!
literally.
No, but you just radiate so much like goodness and everything that you're doing. One, your kids get to grow up and have a fucking amazing mom. Like, can you adopt me? And
you're so sweet.
no, and the thing is, I can't even lie about any of the stuff that I'm saying. Like, you are just. I'm so happy to have you here again.
I'm so happy to be here.
And tell the people where they can plug you, where they can find you.
So follow me on serendipity.shop777. That's my bookshop, books and crystals.
Yes.
I'm so happy to be on your podcast again. I love everything you guys are doing, and you guys are going to the sky and beyond. Like literally, I love everything you guys have been doing. So keep going.
We're all going to the sky, baby.
To the sky, to the moon.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm so excited to see what you guys have in store for this year.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
I'm
like
very
literally,
excited.
even just being at work today and having good company, and every time I tell my coworkers like, "Oh my God, I have a podcast," they're like, and they immediately like follow it. And it's just like it makes me so happy that people are like understand that it's like mental health. It is talked about more now.
Yes.
But we're having those uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah, and we're having those connections within our community. I just hope if you guys ever need someone to come on the podcast again.
Yes.
hit
You
me
will
up.
see Jenny a lot more. I'm so happy.
You really will.
Yes.
100%.
Aww, I'm just staring at Jules' eyelashes on the table.
Me too.
I'm like,
We put it on
Oh
here.
my God. That's so
But
funny.
yeah, alrighty guys, and you know you can find me at Lots of Jewels with 2 S's.
I have a conflict, recent conflict.
Conflict.
I don't really want people to find my shit no more.
Yeah.
So don't.
But it's because
So
it's
don't.
not. Yeah, but it's not because of anything. It's because like people around me in my life specifically, like coworkers that I don't want following me and stuff, they just eventually find me, and then I'm like, I only opened it from private because of the podcast, because I thought that people needed to see whatever.
Yeah, get personal.
Now I'm like, I'm really doubting that.
Yeah.
Like, I
And
don't
you know
feel
what?
like I
At the
need
end,
like you can still find me at MegaCon, but yeah, and then I tried to fucking privatize it, and it was like creators cannot have private accounts because my thing is technically like a
The
creator.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, fine.
Yeah,
She's like,
But whatever.
But you have control of what you put out there.
Yeah.
Everyone.
100%.
You
Yeah.
have control of what you put out there.
Exactly.
That's
Yay, okay, whatever. Find me on MegaCon. Yes, and we also have a Facebook, Mental Chillness Podcast. TikTok is mentalchillness.11. Mental Chillness Podcast. No, Mental Chillness.
11 on TikTok.
Wait, on Instagram is
On
what?
Instagram is mentalchillness.podcast.
Damn, we haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I'm so
Thank
excited.
you.
This was so awesome. We hope you guys have a great day or night or whatever you're doing. And we'll see you next week.
Bye guys. For me and my eyelashes.
That's so good. Yay, that was so good.